Hello and welcome back to In Business Talks 2, Networking Nuggets, the podcast where we unlock the secrets to building powerful professional connections. I'm Ian.
And I'm Tracey. And together we've been running dynamic and engaging events for almost 7 years. We've witnessed firsthand the incredible collaborations and lasting relationships that form when people come together. Whether it's online or face-to-face, our relaxed and informal networking events in Leeds, York, Harrogate, Wakefield and Wetherby are designed to create a no-pressure environment where meaningful connections can flourish.
In this episode, we'll share some of the most valuable insights we've gathered from our years of hosting these events. From unexpected partnerships to lifelong friendships, we've seen it all and can't wait to help you unlock the potential of your professional network. So, grab a cuppa, settle in and join us as we dive into another nugget of networking wisdom.
We're thrilled to have you with us on this journey, whether you're a seasoned networker or just starting out. We promise you'll find something valuable in today's discussion. Let's get started and discover the magic that happens when business folk connect. In today's episode, we're exploring how to leverage your network for real opportunities, the power of referrals, and how you can use your network to help with mentoring and collaboration. So let's dive in, Ian.
Okay, off we go. So, as we've sort of mentioned in previous episodes, networking isn't just about collecting business cards or adding connections on LinkedIn for that matter. It's about building meaningful relationships that can drive your business forward.
Yeah, we've said it on many occasions, but let's start with our first discussion point. How do we go about identifying and nurturing high-value connections?
Okay, high-value connections are basically those people who can make a real difference in your business. They might be, industry leaders, potential clients, or even strategic partners as well.
Yeah. To spot these connections, we've got to look out for folk who are active in our network and are in, our industry or sector, and they're the ones who are well connected and they've got a history of success.
Yeah, I think the key is to try and engage with them. I mean, you can probably meet them at things like maybe industry events. You can join networking gatherings where they hang out, or even connect with them on LinkedIn perhaps and start interacting on there. Once you've got these connections, or once you've got those connections, it's crucial to keep the relationship going by offering something valuable like sharing insights or collaborating on projects.
And I suppose the perks of this is that these high value connections can open up new opportunities. They can offer you valuable advice and help you navigate any business challenges that come your way.
Indeed. Okay, shall we dive a bit deeper into this then? When we talk about identifying high value connections, it's not just about their title or their position. It's about the influence and the potential synergy between your goals and theirs that's important.
Yeah, I mean, if we're looking for high value connections, sometimes you think there's people who are further down the business line than you are, maybe in the same industry, but they've been doing it for longer than you. Mm-hmm. Those are the types of people who would be good to connect with, isn't it?
Yeah,
aren't they?
Yeah. People have done it before you, perhaps.
Yeah.
In a similar field.
I suppose an example of this would be maybe if you're in the tech world, and a high value connection could be someone who's successfully launched a tech startup, or someone who knows a lot of tech investors. So these connections can give you insights and introductions that you probably otherwise wouldn't get.
Yeah, and maintaining these relationships does take genuine effort. Like most things when networking, it does take effort. It's not just about what you can get from them, remember, but what you could perhaps bring to the table as well, what you can offer them. Maybe you've an expertise that can help them with a project, or perhaps you can introduce them to someone in your network who might be a benefit to them, who can assist them as well.
Yeah, I mean, building these relationships, we've said it before, it takes time and consistency. So like regularly checking in, sharing relevant articles or insights, and just being there for them when they need support they're all great ways to nurture these connections. Or you could even reach out to them and ask them for their thoughts or advice about something you're working on, and people do like to help, don't they?
People do like to help. It's quite nice when you ask somebody for advice, or somebody asks you for advice even, then you give that advice and it works, and
it does. It feels
it's
quite good, doesn't it?
It's good advice.
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about something really important now. It's probably the crux of networking, I think. How to effectively ask for and give referrals.
Oh, referrals. They're gold, aren't they, when it comes to growing your business? Because they already come with that trust and credibility built in, don't they? Even if you haven't actually done business with somebody, if you've built your brand and your reputation, then people will still refer you because they've heard how good you are or how you deal with customers or how, just basically what a good service you provide. So if you've done your homework and built that brand in the first place, then that credibility is already there,
build that
isn't
reputation, it's about reputation, isn't it?
It's already there, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, when you're asking for a referral, it's really important to be super clear about what you need and why. Yeah. And make it easy for your connections too by explaining exactly what you do and the kind of clients that you're hoping for. Don't be vague in any way. Spell it out to them. Make it clear that this is who I'm looking for, and it makes it easier for them to find those referrals then.
So instead of just saying, do you know anyone who might need my services, you could say, I'm looking to connect with small business owners who need help with digital marketing. Do you know anyone like that? Yeah,
you've always got to be specific. It just helps people focus on what they should be listening out for.
Yeah, and don't forget to give referrals as well. Being proactive in helping others by referring them to people in your network. It not only strengthens those relationships, but it also shows that you are a valuable connector.
Good referrals can bring in new clients, create partnerships and open up more business opportunities. Plus, they help you build stronger ties within your network as well. So good referrals are important.
Yeah, and everybody says it, don't they? Word of mouth is the best form of marketing. So if someone sings your praises, then job done. You're more likely to get the referral, aren't you?
Yeah, it's one of the most powerful forms of marketing, isn't it? Word of mouth.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We all go on recommendations, don't we?
Yeah.
And when you're giving a referral as well, make sure you think about it. It's thoughtful. Don't just refer someone because you feel like you should. Make sure the person you're referring is actually a good fit and that the connection will be beneficial for both parties. We've seen examples of where people are just referring sometimes for referring's sake. Don't do it just for a point scoring exercise. For example, if you're referring Bob to Fred, make sure Fred is aware that Bob is going to be contacting him. I've had it on a number of occasions where I've phoned people from a referral and they don't know who I am from Adam, and it's very embarrassing. It's just like a cold call basically, so please make sure you don't do that.
No, good point, Ian. Absolutely. Yeah. And I suppose don't forget to follow up. If somebody sends you a referral your way, let them know how it went. It's nice to thank them, and it also shows that you're keeping them in the loop. I mean, sometimes we've referred people in the past and it's not for months later you find out how it went, or you might not even find out at all. And
it's nice to know sometimes, isn't it? If you're passing something on, it's nice to know that
the results
something's come of it,
what
or not, as the case may be.
Yeah,
it might be that something did come of it. Then they could, if you feedback that it didn't happen as it should have done, then you can always be aware next time that
wasn't
not
the right fit or
wasn't
something.
the right fit.
You can make a better referral next time.
But the information is useful either way.
Yeah. So always follow up.
Some good ways to ask for referrals, I suppose, are let's think about it. We've got the direct requests. Simply ask a satisfied client or customer if they know anyone who could benefit from your service. So if you've done a good job, great stuff. Ask them if they know anyone else could benefit from the service you've offered, but be specific about the type of client you're looking for as well. We'll give them some sort of guide, as we mentioned earlier. Also, what about incentivising as well, Tracey? We have an example of that, don't we, in our group?
Yeah, you can offer a bonus, or a discount to clients who refer new business to you. I mean, we have a voucher that we give to people, our members. If they bring a visitor along to one of our events and that visitor turns into a member, then they get a voucher. So it's just rewarding people for...
Bit of an incentive, isn't it? Yeah.
Introducing you, yeah.
Also think about following up as well. After you've, a bit like we said before, but after completing a successful project, if it's gone really well, follow up with your client and ask for a referral. But remember to highlight the positive outcomes of your work as well, to remind them of your value. So highlight the good stuff that happened, how it benefited them, so they can think, it just brings everything to mind for them, so they can think about who else might benefit from your service as well. And networking events, you can get referrals from networking events, but not very often, I would say.
Be a bit careful with that, don't you?
Yeah. You're looking just to expand your client base, I suppose, and have to ask if they know anyone who might be interested in your service, rather than try and do an out-and-out sell, as we mentioned before. Don't try and sell. Just, I suppose, a clear elevator pitch is what we need here, isn't it? So when you've got a networked event, have a clear elevator pitch. And what about social media, Tracey? What do you think about that one as well? I think that's probably a good one as well. What's your opinion on that?
A great platform to ask for referrals. I mean, if you post about your services, then maybe invite your followers to tag somebody in who they think might be
good point,
in need of those services.
Particularly things like the business platforms like LinkedIn.
Yeah, definitely. That's a good one. So by using these strategies in your referral requests, it can make a huge difference, can't it?
Oh yeah, definitely. It can make a really big difference. Yeah,
they help you to be clear and concise and proactive in seeking new opportunities.
Yeah. Okay, I think we've covered to some degree referrals there. Shall we chat about now mentorship and collaboration? That's a couple of good points as well. A couple of good things to be talking about, I think, when networking. Yeah,
both mentorship and collaboration can really speed up your business growth, because it gives you new perspectives, it gives you new skills, and it just opens up more opportunities, really. Yeah, the benefits are huge. I mean, mentorship offers guidance and support, while collaboration can lead to creative solutions, shared resources, and a wider audience.
Yeah, true. And when you're looking for a mentor, find someone who has the experience and the knowledge in areas where you want to grow. Be clear about what you're aiming for, as we said, and how you think the mentorship can help you get there as well. It's important. I mean, a great mentor can give you insights that you wouldn't get elsewhere. They can help you dodge common mistakes, navigate tricky decisions. They've been there and done it after all, haven't they? They've seen it all before.
They've seen it before.
They can help you, not make the same mistakes that they've seen or they've done themselves.
Yeah, which hopefully will save you time and effort and
help you grow your business quicker.
Probably money at the end of the day. Yeah, I mean, a key approach to mentorship is to have a clear plan, know what you want to achieve, and make sure you communicate that to your mentor, and that way they can understand how best to help you, really.
Yeah.
I mean, collaboration, on the other hand, is all about finding ways to work together, isn't it? I mean, maybe you have a skill set that perfectly complements somebody else's, and by teaming up, you can create something bigger and better than you could have done on your own. We've collaborated on a few events, haven't we?
Yes.
One was an expo with the Northern Affinity, who were a similar group to us, but by collaborating, we did make it bigger and better.
Yeah, it was really successful, wasn't it? It went really well.
If we tried to do it on our own. And we've hosted networking food tours with Ellen of the Leeds Food Tours to bring a different perspective to our events, and also the networking with the cookery demonstration at the Leeds Cookery School.
Oh, yeah.
So we've had some good collaborations.
Collaboration does work, yeah. So keep an eye out for, collaboration opportunities, whether it's a joint project, co-hosting an event, or partnering on a marketing campaign. These collaborations can help you reach more people and tap into new audiences as well. These sort of stories show just how powerful networking can be, offering real inspiration and practical tips for anyone looking to grow the business.
Okay, I think that's probably the end of our little mini-series. So looking back on the last 6 episodes where we've spoken in depth about the power of networking, what do you think are the key takeaways for our listeners, Ian?
Okay, I think perhaps the first, one of the major takeaways is be genuine. Build authentic relationships based on mutual respect and value.
Yeah. Another one is to stay connected. So I suppose regularly engage with your network through updates, check-ins, and participating in events.
Yeah, you have to participate. You've got to be in it to win it, as they say, haven't you? Yeah. And offer value. Again, another biggie here. Always look for ways you can help other people and support other people. Always look to help and support your connections is a really biggie. Make sure you're the one seen to be helping.
Yeah. And finally, continuously nurture and expand your network. So be proactive, stay open-minded, and invest time in maintaining those relationships.
Yeah, I mean, I think by using even those simple strategies, you can really tap into your network, and it helps you to grow your business and jump onto those new opportunities.
It does.
Okay, so before we bring in our guest today, as we normally do at this point, let's leave our listeners with a quick challenge, shall we, Tracey? So what's one actionable step you think they can take right now to start leveraging their network for opportunities?
Okay, so how about identifying one person in your network who could help you with a current goal? That could be finding a new client, it could be getting a customer referral, or exploring a new project. So if you reach out to them with a personalised message, you could say, I'm looking to change direction, I'm looking to work with a certain type of client. Is there anybody in your network who you think I might be able to help? Or you could say, I'm working on a new project, I'm just reaching out to find out your thoughts. I wondered if you'd mind giving me some feedback, and then maybe highlight how you can support them as well. So great way to start a mutually beneficial relationship.
Yeah, good advice there, Tracey. And for those of you tuning in, don't forget to subscribe to Networking Nuggets, leave us a review and share this podcast with your friends. We love hearing your thoughts and experiences. Listen out for our next series of Networking Nuggets coming soon.
So today's guest is Amy Russell of Crescent Business Support. Welcome, Amy.
Welcome, Amy.
Hi, thanks for having me.
That's okay. So far we've talked about in today's episode, we've talked about how we've explored how to leverage our network for real opportunities and the power of referrals and how we can use our network to help with mentoring and collaboration. Now, what was the turning point that made you realise the power of networking? Because I know you've been networking for quite a while now, haven't you?
I have, yes. And I used to network in a previous business, actually. So I knew that networking was important even before I set up Crescent. And I think back then it just made me realise that it is about who you know. So, it is that age old, isn't it? It's not what you know, it's who you know.
Yeah.
And if you are known for delivering a certain service or a certain product, and you then go and share that information with other people, they then can share that on your behalf almost. They become your cheerleaders. And if you get a good group of cheerleaders around you in your network and through continuous networking and building that relationship and building that trust and that reputation, it then kind of does itself for you. So, a lot of our clients have come to us through people that we've networked who have said, oh, go and speak to Amy at Crescent or go and have a chat with the team at Crescent. And that's because we've had a conversation with people who've then gone on to have a conversation with somebody else. And it's that like domino effect.
Yeah. I'll tell you what we didn't do. We didn't ask Amy what she did.
I was just about to say, so Amy, tell us what you do, Amy. I thought, go on, Tracey, you babbled, you went straight into it there, didn't you?
Yeah, so go on, Amy, tell us what you do.
I can edit this, thank God.
So Crescent Business Support, we offer online business support, really, and it's all of those tasks and jobs that go on behind the scenes in a business that have to happen in order for a business to be successful and efficient. But a lot of the time, the owner, the director, the manager, whoever it might be, just doesn't have the time. They maybe, it's not cost effective for them to do those tasks. Or they just might not know how to do them or do them efficiently. So we offer a full range of services from bookkeeping, HR admin, social media support, PA support, meetings and events, and health and safety admin.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like you've got it all covered.
Yeah, excellent. Sounds good. Yeah, I didn't realise you did so much stuff. Actually, there you go. I've learned something. Yeah, so cool. So next question. This has really thrown us out. I told you we mess up, didn't I? It's always
see how professional we are.
Yeah. You can see why we take 47 takes with everything. So Amy, a question: who are the most valuable connections in your network, and how have they sort of impacted your business? You don't have to name names, of course. Here, you could just mention the industries or sectors or whatever. But what is that? What are the most valuable connections in your network?
So I think it's not necessarily a sector or an industry that's valuable for us, but it's people who have seen the value that we can add to their business, and they've seen how important it is to have good support behind the scenes in their business. And generally they end up talking to other people who are struggling with those areas of support, and they're the ones that have said, speak to Amy or speak to the team, kind of thing. And we regularly get people contacting us saying, oh, so-and-so that you're working with has told me to have a chat with you because you've done such a good job with their bookkeeping, or you've helped them with this project, or you introduced a system to them. and I'm in the same sort of pickle, the same kind of boat, and I'd love to speak more about how you can support me as well. And we always say to our clients, if we're doing a good job for you, tell other people. When you're in the pub with your mates on a Friday night, and Fred's having a go because his accountant keeps asking him for his receipts, and he's got them in a bag in his car
or shoebox,
seat, a shoebox. Yeah, just say to him, have a chat with Amy, or I'll get Amy to give you a call. And those are the most powerful connections that we have, and we do have some really great cheerleaders in our clients who will regularly refer people to us and say, I'll put you in touch with so and so because they're desperate for your help. And that's just, it's really, I feel really humbled that our clients think that much of us, that they're happy to pass our details on. And in one case, one of our clients actually said, you need to talk to Amy before you go mad.
Before you go mad.
Yeah. And that's the power of referrals, though, isn't it? An exact example of how referrals work there, isn't it? It's networking and referrals, isn't it? People recommend you.
They're your advocates, aren't they? And, they're a walking testament to your work, aren't they? And how you've helped them. So
and it's about trust as well, isn't it? If they trust you and they're recommending you, think, oh well, I trust that person and they're recommending Amy, so she must be good. It's you're not get it out of a book or a magazine or online or Yellow Pages. Have Yellow Pages. Or any coloured pages that they might have.
I often say to people that when you go networking, it's a bit like going on a date. And if you walk into a room and if you go on a date and you say to somebody, hi, I'm Amy, I think you're amazing. I think I'm amazing and we're amazing. Let's get married. You'd laugh and you'd run a mile, wouldn't you? Because you're not going to get married after a first date. And working with somebody's business, it's the same kind of thing. You can't walk up to somebody and say, hi, I'm Amy. I'm the best business support in the world. Come and work with us, because they're going to go, yeah, whatever, and move away very quickly. So you've got to build up that relationship. You've got to build up that trust with those people. And that doesn't happen in the space of a 2-hour networking meeting.
It doesn't. No. It doesn't even happen overnight, does it? It's not even, it's takes much longer than that.
Years. Absolutely years. Yeah, I've got one client who, she's been with us for a while now, but it took her 18 months to make the decision to come and work with us. But in that time, she'd followed me on LinkedIn. We'd met each other a couple of times at networking events. We'd been for one-to-ones. And she just built up that relationship with us. And then there was a point where she said, now I'm ready to work with you.
Yeah.
And we've had such a good relationship since. She trusts us with absolutely all sorts. I went to her house actually to do a decluttering of her office, because she said, I'm literally drowning in paperwork. To my office, So, and to be invited into somebody's home as well is really important, to have that trust.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Cool. So, if we were to take it to its lowest common denominator, to boil it right down, why is it that you network? What is it you network for? What's your reason?
So I guess I mainly network for my clients. Uh-huh. So we talked about connections and having a big book of connections, and my clients often say to us, Amy, you are our kind of Yellow Pages, you're our little black book, you know everybody because you go networking so often. And so I network to build up that connection. So if my clients say to me, Amy, we're looking to redo our website, do you know somebody that can help with that? Or we're looking for somebody to help us host an event, can you help with that? I'm not having to rush to Google to try and find somebody that comes up on the sponsored post. I've got a bank of people that I can call on, that I've hopefully built up a relationship with through networking, and I can put the two together and say, have a chat with these guys, they can help you. So for me, it's about referring people to people that I know to help them. Yes, obviously you always go networking with the aim of trying to build your own client base. But
of course, I
think if you go into a networking event saying, I need to come away from here with 2 new clients, you're going to set yourself up for failure, because networking doesn't
No.
work like that.
Well, like that.
No,
No, it
no.
definitely doesn't. No.
It's about, like you rightly said, building those relationships, and you're building up a bank of trusted business relationships there that you can recommend to your clients, which is good, isn't it?
Yeah, so you're adding value to them,
taking a
aren't you?
chance, are they? When they,
Yeah.
when they've gone with you, they know that, oh, Emmy's recommended these people, they should be good. Or whatever.
Yeah.
No, it's good.
And I will always be honest, if somebody asks me for a referral, I will, sounds awful, but I'll rank them in, this is somebody that I've worked with, so I've seen their work, I know that they're really good, etc. This is somebody that I've known for a long time, and whilst I've not worked with them, other people have, and they've always given really good feedback. Or this is somebody that I've not worked with, I've only just met, but they're offering what you need. Have a chat with them. So, I don't overinflate the referral or the recommendation. People know what they're getting.
Yeah, you're giving them a choice, which is good, isn't it? You're giving them a choice, So their decision then, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, because it might be that 3 different website guys or girls or whatever that do 3 totally different services. One might do the e-commerce, one would just do maybe smaller websites. So again, you're going to tailor that approach for them, aren't you?
Yeah. And a lot of the time as well, the decision comes down to a number of things, and it's not just whether somebody's referred them, but it's personality. If you're working with somebody, you've got to get on with that person.
Yeah.
It can come down to cost. I've just done some research on training, and I reached out to my network to get some training, and the costs were so varied. It was really eye-opening to see the difference in costs, and that obviously then plays a factor in that decision. So you can't just say to somebody, oh, here's one name, go with them. By giving somebody a choice, they can then look at all the factors for those people that you've referred to them, and then make their decision.
Yeah, they can make an informed decision then, can't they? Yeah. No, like it.
Our last question really is, what's your approach to asking for referrals without feeling awkward? I suppose you've kind of given us the answer, but I don't know if you want to elaborate on that at all.
Yeah, I still feel uncomfortable asking for referrals, if I'm being honest. I'm not a pushy salesperson. There's people around me that say you should be more forceful and go after the leads. And I just think that's really icky when people do that to me. You get 3 sales messages from somebody and you've never really had a conversation with them. So I try and do it slightly differently to not, rather than just coming out and saying, will you refer us? I'll ask them for feedback. I'll ask them why they used us, how they found working with us, what benefits did that give them, and share that with people. And almost let people kind of make their own decision as to whether that's enough to work with us, rather than just going, aren't we amazing? Come and work with us because this person's
good tip, that, actually.
Yeah. We do ask for referrals. We remind our clients. We do have a referral program, but a lot of it has come generically, rather than, oh, Amy's going to pay me a little bit if I refer somebody. Half the time when we say to somebody, oh, thanks for referring them, you now get this, they go, oh, do I didn't even know you were doing that. They didn't even know about the referral program.
And quite often they don't do it for that, do they? They don't do it for the reward. They do it because, well, A, they probably want to help you, and B, they're so pleased with what you've done for them.
They appreciate what you've done,
Yeah, I'd like to think, I don't refer people that I don't know or that I haven't seen in action or used myself. And I like to think that people would do the same for us.
Yeah. Makes sense. Oh, excellent. I think a few good pointers there from Amy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Great. Thank you very much.
Excellent. Thank you, Amy, for your input. Appreciate that.
We'll see you again at one of our events.
Yeah, hopefully we'll see you at one of our events. Yeah, and thank you for your time. Yeah. Thank you, Amy.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you. Bye.
Thanks for joining us today. We hope you're feeling inspired and ready to unlock new opportunities through your network. Remember, it's all about building genuine relationships and offering value.
And if you wanted to know more about networking, then check out our downloadable networking know-how course. Whether you're new to networking or simply looking to improve your skills, our expert guidance will take you through the process and provide you with practical tips and techniques to help you make meaningful connections.
By the end of the course, you'll feel comfortable and confident reaching out to others, making small talk and creating valuable relationships. You'll learn how to network like a pro, and you'll leave the course with a whole new level of confidence, ready to build your professional network and reach your goals.
It's broken down into 8 easily digestible sections in which you'll learn the benefits of networking, why you're networking, how to set goals and objectives, how to introduce yourself, how to start and end a conversation, following up, plus some surprises too. Details will be in the show notes.
Until then, keep networking and building those relationships, and remember, together we are in business. Goodbye.
Goodbye.